Hey guys, it's me Prasad with Patak, your Indian consumer. Today we are going to directly compare Moto G with the Moto E. And firstly, let's compare them physically. So one interesting thing that you see here is both the speaker grills are in the front, whereas on the Moto G you have a speaker grill here behind. So even if that being a thing, I have found that the Moto G sound quality is much more superior compared to the Moto E. So that's about the sound. Now comparing the cameras, Moto G has a flash, whereas Moto E does not have a flash, and it also does not have an autofocus camera. So this is a fixed focus camera here. Apart from that, the back panels are very nice in touch, but if you compare Moto G's touch, it is much more rubbery and gives it a premium touch. So that is a big thing. And even the buttons, similar thing you see with the buttons. The button quality on the Moto G is far more superior to that of the Moto E. Let me quickly show you the benchmark tests. So we had earlier done a Ninamark test, and here are the results. 57 frames per second on the Moto G and 47 frames per second on the Moto E. So there is a difference of 10 frames per second. I'll also show you the Antutu benchmarks. So here are the results. About 17,000 on the Moto G and 12,500 on the Moto E. Let's take a look at some of the features which we as consumers would consider. So firstly, the display. Moto E has a smaller display of 4.3 inches compared to Moto G, which has a 4.5 inch display with a higher PPI, that is of 326 PPI. And Moto G really has a very nice and crystal clear display. The processor, on the other hand, Moto E has a dual core processor and Moto G has a quad core processor, and Moto G's processor is also outstanding in front of Moto E. The RAM, both have a similar RAM, so that is not a matter of consideration here. Storage, now Moto E has an expandable storage, whereas Moto G does not give an expandable storage slot, and it only comes in an 8GB and a 16GB variant. So Moto E wins here. When you compare the camera, both have a 5 megapixel camera, but Moto G has an autofocus camera and also has 720p video recording. So Moto G wins in this part. Battery life, if you consider, Moto E wins on the battery life, even if it has a lesser mAh battery, but Moto E is outstanding in the part of battery. Android, the operating system, both come with 4.4.4 upgradable options, so both are equal on this front. So now the main question is, how much do you have to sacrifice if you're saving 3,500 rupees, because now the Moto G is available in 10,500 rupees, which is the 8GB variant. So my verdict will be that firstly you will have to sacrifice in the screen quality, because Moto G is providing a very nice crystal clear display with a nice PPI, whereas when you directly compare it with Moto E, it is not that good. Only if you're comparing, because as of it, if you compare it with other cell phones of the same range, it is very nice, but when you compare it with Moto G, it is not that nice. Secondly, you will have to compromise with the camera, because Moto E is not providing you autofocus and HD video recording. It only gives you 480p video recording, so you'll have to compromise on the basis of camera. Thirdly, the processing speed. As Moto G is providing you a quad core processor and Moto E is providing you a dual core processor, you will have to compromise there, because while I was using Moto E, I found some considerable lags, whereas while using the Moto G, I found no lags at all. So if I have to give the verdict in one sentence, I'll say, if I have to buy a cell phone, I'll buy Moto G. So I'll say Moto G is for me and Moto E for my mom. Thank you.